First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Detroit Lions. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Okay, ready? Go! Go!
Gibbs straight ahead. Knifes his way forward here to just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. That was first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the former volunteer is Dylan Sampson. Takes it to about the 37. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Green. As he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun on third down. Green. That is caught. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover.
Jack Campbell with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Let's go now. Go.
Richardson looking to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Get the first do no harm. Right now they're harming themselves on hard.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Richardson. That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
First down.
Alert! Alert!
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a give to Gibbs, right left. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. The Lions in 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Richardson to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
It certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by Tyson Campbell. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Second down and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves.
Looking to throw. Green. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Setting up the screen for Sampson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Come on, come on. Set.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Lions nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. You look at this Browns defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, for completions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Ready.
Richardson off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And it's taken in at the 9. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Dragon 60. 19 Charger. 19 Charger.
Operating from the gun, Green. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First down, Browns.
Ready. Gravity Lions.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. An ill-advised throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted.
No.
The Lions take over first and 10 at the 49.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. The flag is down on the field. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And Hardline's going to get it over the 40 to 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Green. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jack Campbell with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the Lions, 1st down.
Here we
1st
go.
and goal at the 8-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. Gibbs again. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jameer Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun. Green. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always see a lot of veterans on the defensive side of football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end in the corner. It's complete. It's going to be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The rookie from Arkansas on target there. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Browns 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Checks this down to Sampson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Hurt. 60 Bobcat.
To throw is Green. Throwing on 4th down. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Browns take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Now it's Richardson. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. Yeah, he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Now Richardson. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaiah Pacheco. As the first half is winding down. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during the game, our cameras find him looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
35-yard line.
Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Operating from the gun. Green. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jackpot sticking on the Lions.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's 2nd and 8. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Third down.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. He's going to air one out. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Let's go. Reload. Reload.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception instead of...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Back to throw. Green. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41.
The 2nd down pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 41.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of...
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Second and 6. At the 20.
Second and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Brian Branch with it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
The second down pass. Intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action. Now Richardson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
18, 5 in. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Green. Now he'll tuck this and run. And past the 40 before it was out of bounds. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field. So he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Green. Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Powering forward. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Bryan's TD. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
18 Cardinals.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Down the sideline he goes. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. 25 yards that time.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Cowboy 80. Roll. Ready.
Chubb. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
4-yard loss.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
5-yard line.
Let's go.
After running it, now Richardson will throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Cougar 19. Go.
Richardson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. And sacked back at the 7. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get it down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And now here's another interception. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots it.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Here's Richardson to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Ready, right?
Here, Richardson yet again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give him is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard.
at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 29 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Maybe you only rapping pay the bills. Now I'm feeling not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself. Know your worth.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, Parker. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw. Green. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
30-yard line.
Ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go. Go.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Richardson to throw it. Complete to Wright. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Jahmyr Gibbs, the ball carrier, taken down at the 41.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from long, very long range. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of legs behind him. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Ready? County Lions.
Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves them with a 2nd and 3. He wasn't able to really get anything going in regulation. Maybe it'll be a little different story here in overtime.
And it appears that with that call, they want to establish the run in overtime, try and set the tone for what they're going to get done. And you're right, maybe it didn't work so well in regulation. Overtime could be the charm. And by the way, yards count either way.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. Green. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Offense is moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Back to throw. Green. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is. And we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's a totally different animal, and he's handling it well.
Starting to put together a nice drive.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
And the Lions first down.
Now Richardson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Quick throw completed by Richardson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Yards on the play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Richardson. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Richardson out of the shotgun. Right side to Williams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's a 5-yard touchdown run. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Super way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all the hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm get it. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
Don't make me wipe you, get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning this in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it.